Umoja in Swahili means togetherness. In 1969, Umoja, the first Black student organization, was established at Southwest Texas State University. There was intentionality in naming this organization Umoja. It created a community, and it served as a purposeful foundation and charge for future Black student organizations that followed. As Black student enrollment increased, so did the need for diverse offerings of student organizations. Over the years, Black student leaders created a variety of spaces for Black students to fellowship, organize, create, discuss, and to live authentically Black.
I know once I got involved with the Black community here at Texas State, that's when things really started to come full circle for me. I got involved with the Black student organizations. I started, talking more to the Black faculty and staff. It created, like another community for me, my community, people with the same culture who look like me, do the same things.
And I was trying to find somebody or people that I could fit in who knew what it was like to live in America as a Black woman. And so once I got to find some organizations and clubs, then I felt like I got to find the people that I was looking for. And people who made me feel comfortable and not just stare at me for my differences.
Historically, Black students are underrepresented at Texas State. In the last 10 years, Black student enrollment has increased from 6% to peaking just over 11%. Let's think about that for a moment. That's just over 4,000 Black students out of nearly 38,000 students. Some students experience loneliness, isolation, being othered, and fatigue within predominantly white spaces. When we also consider that these 4,000 plus Black students are spread out in various degrees, majors, buildings, and classes, and sometimes in spaces where they may be the only Black student, it speaks volumes about the importance of Black student organizations and the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Black Texas State has been created by way of the students. I would say the student leaders here on campus. Many of the organization leaders continue to push Black Texas State through Twitter, through on-campus events and things like that. It has been maintained, I would say, by a mixture of the Black faculty and the Black students as kind of a collaborative effort. Being there in that environment, it gave me a second home and a kind of second family, and it gave me a group of a brotherhood who pushed me to do better things while being here in San Marcos.
I'm a person who's always looking to get involved, always looking to have things a specific way, like in the church, and we always planned events, and I had to be a part of e-boards, different e-boards, even with school, different e-boards. So it's just like, why wouldn't I come and do something, especially for a Black organization as a whole.
In the United States, Black people know that we shoulder the weight of our own experience. That is a uniquely Black experience in and of itself. Black student leaders and organizations demonstrated that navigating colleges and universities was achievable by building connections with others, getting involved, and participating in activities on campus. These connections, these organizations, they reflect the diversity and fullness within the Black community. Umoja has indeed blossomed. We now have Black Student Alliance, Black President's Council, Black Women United, Black Men United, National Association of Black Accountants, National Society of Black Engineers, Gospel Expressions Association, the National Pan-Hellenic Council, and Black Greek letter organizations of the Divine Nine, as well as a host of others. There are student organizations for just about everyone here. And if it doesn't exist, come by my office so we could talk about creating it.
Being a woman of color forum, it actually made me want to get more involved on campus. And so now that I'm back this second semester, I'm gonna try to get more involved on campus and start holding positions in different organizations. I think this proves to show how important Black faculty members are as far as just making connections and kind of helping you in all things as far as whether it's the physical or the emotional or the tangible, the intangible.
If I didn't say anything or if another student leader didn't do it, it wouldn't get done today. And we are the only people who can progress the standards and force more change to come about to Texas State?
As I reflect on history, the history of Black people in the United States, the history of Black students of Texas State, Umoja rooted us in thriving. I am immensely grateful for spaces that allow Black students to live in authentically, to experience joy, that centers justice, that honors our past and paves the way for our future, and that is rooted in love.